Today is yogurt making day. I just use my Instant Pot, or actually it's probably not brand name, it's just a pressure cooker. Anyway, I pour my half-gallon of milk into the pot, and then I just follow the directions that it comes with to continue. I make yogurt probably every other week during the summer, every week during the fall and winter, because we just eat a lot more of it. So after I pour my milk in, I stick my lid on. And once the lid is on, I push the yogurt button until it says boil. And I guess I lied. It is a brand name Instant Pot. I think I've gone through so many of these that I didn't remember which one I had. Once the boiling process is done, I just remove the lid and let the milk cool to about 105 degrees. It can be anywhere between 105 and 110. It just depends on how patient I'm going to be. I just used a meat thermometer to check the temperature to make sure it's down to where it needs to be. And this particular one is nearing the end of its life, but it works for now. Next, I take a spoon. There's usually a film kind of that develops on top of the milk after it has boiled and cooled, so I go ahead and skim that off. And then I make sure there's no more of that, and then on to the next step. So the next thing I do is just add a cup of whole milk organic plain yogurt. I stir it up really, really good. And then I put the lid back on and hit the yogurt button again until it goes to the time countdown. Mine has been set to 8 hours, I believe, but I like 9 hours. It makes it just a little bit thicker. The 9 hours plus a little bit has gone by. We have dirty dishes ready to be washed, and I'm in my pajamas, but we're gonna finish our yogurt. So I'm gonna take the lid off, and it shouldn't be hot at all. It's hardly even warm, okay? And then, if you see in here, okay, so as you can see, there's the yogurt, and there's some stuff in there. I don't know if it's whey. I can't remember what it is. I'm going to dump off a little bit of that. There's not a lot. It just makes it a little less. Then one step I always forget is to save some before I sweeten it. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to save out about a half a cup. So I'm going to save out half a cup, that way we can just keep making yogurt and I don't have to buy new stuff at the store. So there's our half a cup. Just kidding, I might do a little bit more. As you can tell, this is a total science. Okay, this is nice and thick. Everyone's going to like this. Okay, so that is about a cup. And now, let's see. On that, and then I will date that. Okay, here's the fun part. I just add yogurt and vanilla, and I don't really measure it. I just stick it in there, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but we're going to say it works this time. A little splash of I almost said yogurt, a little splash of vanilla, This is just the pure vanilla from Costco. I'll probably put in a tablespoon and a half. We'll say a tablespoon and a half. And then for the honey. I am generous with my honey, otherwise people complain that it's too tangy. I think it was generous enough. Oh, I hear Felicity's hearing aids. Did you know that they're still going? Okay. I don't think that was quite enough honey. So we're putting in more. Just like that. Just cooking with Megan. Hope you are good with no recipes. Alright, just going to take a spatula, mix it in really well. This is what it looks like. It's getting a little soupier. I probably could have poured off a little bit more of that liquid, but it'll also firm up in the refrigerator really nice. So, ooh, it smells good. When we first started doing this, I did the cost savings, and you do save quite a bit of money doing it this way. It takes a little bit of getting used to because it's not quite as sweet as store-bought yogurt, but that also means it's a little bit better for you too. So anyway, there we go. Okay, so we are headed to a little gathering here in about 40 minutes. And so I'm going to make a yummy little treat that I have learned that is super easy. It's kind of unique, so if you're going to a picnic or something, not everyone's going to bring this. So we are going to make, if I can find everything we need, we are going to make some chocolate hummus. It's super easy. There's like 7 ingredients. I had a recipe and now I can't find it, so I'm just using one online. Super simple. So here we go. Chocolate hummus is done. Super easy, super quick. I almost always have everything we need on hand. Maybe not always the garbanzo beans or the chickpeas, but those are pretty easy to get. So anyway, here we go. We will pick up some pretzels and I will actually get ready for the day. Okay, so we ate through a lot of the ranch dressing that I made earlier this week. So I am going to make some more. Look at that. I will probably finish that off, so I will need a new jar. When I make this recipe, I always double it. We're big ranch dressing eaters around here. And this recipe is just out of the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. I think it's the original cookbook. Anyway, on page 471, if you have that. But I use 1.5 cups of mayonnaise, a cup of plain Greek yogurt. I don't have like fresh garlic, so I just used minced garlic. I'm not even sure how much I put in here. I just kind of grab a spoon and put some in. 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of minced onion, a teaspoon of mineral salt, and a little bit of pepper. And I just stir it all in and put it in my jar, and it is absolutely delicious. Also, I will stick the recipe for this in the description box as well. Earlier today we picked up Veronica from Extreme Faith Camp, and I didn't really want to cook anything, so I had a genius idea. We were going to make pancakes because that's usually easy. Then I remembered what my mom used to do, only I didn't know that she did this. I'm assuming, I guess I've never asked her, but when she didn't know what to cook, you know what we had? French toast. I always thought it was a super huge treat, like, oh my goodness, we're getting French toast. Now I'm smarter. The reason why I think we had French toast is we probably had milk, we probably had eggs, we probably had bread, and my mom probably didn't want to cook. So that is what we're having tonight. I don't follow a recipe at all. I just crack a couple of eggs in this here dish, stick some milk in there. I do cinnamon and brown sugar, soak the bread, stick the bread in my cast iron pan. Mwah, French toast. I think we might scramble some eggs to go with this. Maybe, maybe not. Or we might just have grapes, because that is the type of night we're having. And we have brownies. And I'm going to have one, but just one. And I'm not going to eat them all. Just one.